there, thank you so much for joining me today. This video is an Empties video. I'm going to be talking about all of the beauty products I've used up over the past 2 months. I feel like my Empties videos are always so long, and so I'm going to try to be as succinct as possible. Like always, I'm going to start by bringing everything out onto the floor and sorting into categories so you can get an idea of what we're going to talk about today. If you saw from the sneak peek, I have quite a few makeup products and I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to get started with the 2 mascaras. These were both mini travel sizes. The first one was the Legendary Lashes Volume 2 by Charlotte Tilbury. This is what the brush looked like, and for being such a little container, I did get quite a few weeks, maybe over a month of use out of this, which was really nice. It was nice to be able to get to try out the formula like that. I did really like it, not enough to pay full price though. And the other one I didn't like as much, this is a mini of the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. This is what the bristle brush looked like, and this was definitely more feathery and soft. The bristles were very soft compared to even the bristles from the Charlotte Tilbury mascara. I feel like they weren't as soft and bendy. As a result, I had trouble really getting in there and like pushing the product into my lashes because they were so long. I would just get the mascara everywhere, and it was difficult to get it to actually like comb through and deposit product on my lashes. So it took forever to build. I don't really feel like the formula was that great, and with the brush being a little bit too big, I mean, I have smaller eyes, so it's probably not a big deal for most people, but for me, I just didn't prefer how big the wand was. So this isn't something I would get again. I have a primer here. I just talked about this in my Partners in Cream project pan. It's the Catrice Fresh It Up Primer. I really liked this. I will purchase either this one or another product like it whenever the winter months come and my skin is drier. I don't need to buy it right now because I'm using a mattifying primer right now given the weather. But this was really nice. It's been so long since I've tried a primer that I really liked, and this one was great. I have a foundation. It's the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation, and I was in the shade LG2. I might go one shade darker if I were to buy this again. I really did like this. It's a little bit more of like a thicker formula in the sense that it kind of felt not whipped necessarily. I can't really explain it, but I'm so used to liquidy formulas like the Urban Decay Naked Skin that's like a straight up liquid. This one was a little bit thicker in consistency, and I loved mixing it with liquidy formulas. I feel like that created like the perfect consistency for what I wanted on my skin. When I wear it on its own, I do find that it breaks down easily and it does get me oily more easily, and also it's not like transfer proof. I felt like even when I powdered down, I could easily lift the product off my face, like it just sat on top of my skin. So I didn't like it by itself, but I really liked it as a mixer. And I love that they offer so many different shades. I knew it was over 50 shades, but I went on the website recently and I think they have almost 100 shades at this point. So that's fantastic. Props to Pure Cosmetics. I have a really exciting empty to share. I don't know why I didn't start with it, but I finally finished the ABH Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. I purchased this all the way back in 2016. It's one of my oldest makeup products that I own, and on top of that, it's a cream product, so I am just astounded that it lasted as long as it did and that it didn't like expire. Towards the end, I was using oil, rosehip seed oil or marula oil to revive it, and I really did like that, but after a while it kind of just made it really gummy, and so I wasn't able to go in and get like every little bit out of there, but I got the vast majority of it, and I totally count this as a finished product even though I wasn't able to get every little last bit out of there. If you want an eyebrow product that is going to be a good value, brow pomades are the way to go. This lasted me years. This has been in several project pans. I have been actively trying to finish it forever, and it's such an accomplishment to finish it, but I am not going to buy this again. I've had enough. I'm going to finish up the pencils and brow gels that I have, and then I will likely use a powder like any eyeshadows that I have that I think would go well with my hair color. But I just don't have it in me right now to invest in another pomade knowing how long they take to finish. I have 3 powder products. The first 2 were the Mineral Veil from Bare Minerals. This is a mini of the original formula. And then I have the Besame Translucent Violet Powder. I used both of these to set my under eyes. I really like the Besame one, and I like that it does have a slightly purple undertone. I do think that's nice and brightening. Not something I would probably use in the summer, but still very nice. When I went on the Besame website to see if I could get another one, they don't really have the violet version on the website anymore, but they are coming out with a pressed version if they haven't already. It's just incredibly expensive. It's in this really fancy compact, and I don't want to buy it right now, but if they had this, if they had the loose powder version, I would definitely get it again. I think this is my second one that I've gone through. I might get that pressed one later on when I'm feeling like I want to splurge and treat myself, but I don't need it right now. And the mineral veil I also liked. Whenever I first started using it, I was using too much and I didn't like it because this does have a slightly pinky undertone, and it was kind of darkening that part of my face, which is a place that I like to brighten, not darken. But once I started using less and using like a fluffier, I used the setting brush from Real Techniques on this, and that worked really nicely. I don't feel very strongly about this product, not enough to go out and get it again, so I'm not going to repurchase. Another mini loose powder, this is from Cover FX. It's the translucent powder in the shade Light, and I used this up just setting my foundation. I was able to open it and get everything out of there, and I will likely reuse this packaging for something. I always end up finding a reason to need these little packages. The formula didn't wow me. I have other powders that I prefer over this, so I was glad that I had the mini instead of the full size. There isn't necessarily anything remarkable about this formula. I did like the way it set down my foundation so that the powder products I put on top would blend more easily. But for it being a higher end, more expensive powder, I don't really see myself feeling the need or urge to go and purchase the full size. I have two lip products here. The first one is a full size of the Just a Tint Colourpop Lippy in the shade The Strand. I like the color. I did put a little bit of it on top of my liquid lipstick today just to add a little bit of moisture to the liquid lipstick. I liked the color. I liked the formula. I was considering getting another shade, I think in the shade Gimme S'more, which is a little bit more of like a peachy brownie version of this color. But I don't really like the scent. It smells like passion fruit and it's just very fruity and strong. And I don't like that in lip products or really any product, so for that reason I'm not going to buy it again. I know Ulta has a similar product to this. I don't know if it has any scent or taste to it, so if I were to get another one, I'd probably try another version from a different brand. And I'm sure lots of affordable brands have products like this that I can try, so I would likely go out and try those instead of getting this again. And I have a mini here of the Tower 28 lip gloss in the shade Fire. This had a very orangey color in the tube, but it really wasn't as orange on my lips. It had a little bit of an orangey tint, but it wasn't like a straight up orange lip gloss. I really like the formula of these. I used up another shade from these minis in my last Empties videos. I have two more minis to go through, and I would like to purchase the full size of one of the shades. I'm not sure which one yet, and I would also like to try the Milky version of these lip glosses. In general, Tower 28 is a brand I'm really interested in trying, so when I do purchase those lip glosses in the future, once I go through some of my other ones, I'll probably try their cheek blushes and maybe some of their other products that they offer as well. I do want to quickly go through hair care just because I only have two products. The first one is the Desert Essence Italian Red Grape Conditioner. I love this. It's one of my favorite conditioners. I bought a ton of these during the Black Friday sales last year because they had like a 50% off the site sale, and then they had another coupon on top of that. So I was getting these conditioners for like $3, so I stocked up. And there was cash back through Rakuten or Ebates or whatever, so I was just getting a fantastic deal. So I did purchase quite a few of these, and my hair is quite long right now, so I do go through conditioner pretty quickly, so I'm glad to have a formula I really like that is super affordable, so you'll probably see more of these in the future. And then I have a mini here of the Lavender Mint Moisturizing Shampoo from Palm Mitchell, and I really like the Lavender Mint scent. I really liked the shampoo too. I would consider getting it in the future, and I did recently purchase the cleansing conditioner with the same scent, and I am really liking it. So I would be interested in trying more products from this Lavender Mint line. You wouldn't think that lavender and mint would go together, at least I wouldn't, but I actually really like it a lot. And I am kind of picky with shampoos because I do find a lot of formulas are very, very drying. This one, I did a great job at cleaning my hair, but it made it so that I could still like run my fingers through my hair. It didn't like make my scalp and my hair really dry. Now let's talk about skincare. I have a mini of the Tatcha Silk Peony Eye Cream. This was a free sample in an order from Sephora a while ago, and there was a ton of product in here. I think there's 3 milliliters of product. Yeah, and for an eye cream, that's a lot of product. This lasted me forever. I would say maybe 2 months of use twice a day. There wasn't anything special about this eye cream. It didn't do anything drastic to my under eyes. And normally when I don't have an eye cream that I'm going through, I'll just use my face cream and put a little bit extra around my eyes to make sure I'm getting some moisture there. On top of that, I cannot even imagine how expensive the full size of this is, so I have no desire to go out and get this. I have two serums here. The first one is the Sub Q Skin Serum from Hyaluronic, which is one of the brands under the Deciem umbrella company. And then I have the Good Molecules Daily Brightening Serum. These were nice to use in the winter when my skin could use a little bit of extra moisture. I don't think I noticed a huge difference in my skin from either of these. I just don't really feel like I have the skin concerns that a serum could target. So I wouldn't go out and purchase either of these, especially the Sub Q Skin Serum, because that one is a little bit more expensive than the Good Molecules one. In the future, I might consider trying the Niacinamide Serum from Good Molecules because I hear really good things about that, and Good Molecules is a more affordable brand. I don't have a serum in my skincare routine right now, and I'm not noticing any adverse effects from not having that in my routine. So I feel like these are two products that I probably wouldn't buy again. I have a sunscreen here. It's the Beach Shield from Grape, one of my favorites. I've gone through several bottles of this. I have maybe 1 or 2 uses left in here, but I figured I'd just throw it in here since it's so close to being done. I have a face wash here. It's a cream cleanser from The Body Shop. I have the Aloe version of it. I had a little bit of it left and I figured I would just go in and finish it, and when I tried to use it on my face, it burned my lips. I don't rub cleanser over my lips necessarily, but it did touch like the outer borders and it did inflame them. So for the last couple of uses, I just used it on my neck and chest. I wouldn't purchase it again anyway because I don't really buy stuff from The Body Shop. But yeah, that was just really weird. I don't think it was expired, but I don't remember it doing that previously. And this is my second bottle over the years. I just don't remember it being like that. Maybe I was just tougher back then. I don't know. Anyway, this is just like a cream that you use to clean your skin, and I don't know. It was just okay anyway. The formula wasn't that great. I do have a product here that I purchased because I remember really loving it when I used up a bottle of this years ago. It's the Pixi Skin Treats Hydrating Milky Mist with hyaluronic acid and oats. It was a milky color and it had a really nice scent to it, and I remember loving it. Lately I've been using the Hyaluronic Sub Q Mist as my facial spray that I use with moisturizers in my skincare routine, and this doesn't have any fragrance in it or anything, I don't think. And so when I went from finishing this and moved on to using this, the scent was very noticeable. It was very fragrant. And so even though I did like this, and when you get the bigger bottle and you get it during a sale from the Pixi website, you can get it for a pretty good value. I still prefer the Hyaluronic one, so I won't buy this one again, and I'll just continue using this one. The last skincare product is a sample little blister pack of the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in the vanilla scent, and this was a free sample that I got in a Sephora order. I really liked this a lot, and when I went on the Sephora website to get the full size, the reviews said that the packaging for this was horrible. It was in like a metal type of tube, and as a result the product would fill up in the lid and make a big mess, or it would just leak all over the place. I really enjoyed whatever type of vanilla they used in the scent for this because it didn't taste like anything, but it did have a really beautiful warm vanilla scent to it. And the formula itself was also very nourishing. It is a little bit thicker than the NYX Lip Balm that I love and use all the time, and so part of me still wants to buy it even though I hear the packaging isn't great. I think what I would do is after I purchase the balm, I would put the product in these little tins that I have. I have a ton of these NYX tins and a lot of them are almost empty, so once I finish up a couple of these, I could put that balm in here, and that way I don't have to worry about it leaking or anything, and I can decant it into multiple tins and have them in different parts of my apartment and, you know, my backpack and stuff, so that's a lot more easy to reach for instead of just having one tube. It's not often that a sample makes me really want to buy a product, so I did think it was worth talking about in an Empties video. 3 products left. They're body products. I'm just going to go through them very quickly. I have talked about these all the time. These are the Dr. Bronner's bar soaps. This is the tea tree oil version. I already did buy a couple more in their spring scents. I got one in cherry blossom and another one in green tea. And I think I also purchased an almond one, which is my favorite Dr. Bronner scent that I've tried. I use these to wash my makeup sponges, and it's a fantastic product. I love Dr. Bronner's in general. It always gets the makeup out. It rinses very quickly and very easily, so I'm not wasting a ton of water. In general, I love everything that I've tried from the Dr. Bronner's brand, and I'm excited to try those 2 new spring scents when they come in the mail. I have a hand cream here. This is from the Chemistry brand, which is another brand under Decium. This was the Pro Repair Skincare for Hands, and it was 30 milliliters or 1 ounce. I got it on sale during the holidays last year, and I did really enjoy it. I thought it was a nice thicker formula. It wasn't too greasy and it wasn't too waxy either. I don't find myself in dire need of hand creams in general, so I'm not worried about using this up and not having other hand creams to replace it. This had a really nice light sweet scent that I did really enjoy, and if I were the type of person who really loved having hand creams on me, I would get this one again. And the last product is a body wash. It's the Sleep Creamy Body Wash from J.R. Watkins. This smelled like lavender and the scent was amazing. I really liked it. I also liked that it was a creamier product and you only need a little bit of it and it really foamed up a lot. It also has Monoi and Sandalwood in it, which is probably why I loved the scent so much. And it does make sense for me to use bath products that are like sleepy or made with lavender or stuff like that because I do shower at night. I don't know how to explain it 100%, but there are some soaps, and I find this in bar soaps a lot, where you use it on your body to wash yourself and then it kind of leaves like a squeaky clean feeling, and I don't know if it's necessarily a film or if it's just stripping you of your oils. I'm not really sure what causes me to have that feeling, that sensation, but I did get that from this product, and as a result I wouldn't buy it again, even though every other element of using this product was really nice. So that was everything. Those were all of my empties for the past 2 months. This is one of my longer videos. I do appreciate you taking that time and spending it with me. I do these types of videos every 2 months, so expect my next empties video to be at the end of May or beginning of June. But in the meantime, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!